Welcome back, baseball fans. This video is eliminating the Houston Astros. The Astros are in a real tough division, National League West, dominated by the Giants and Dodgers. But they're hanging in there. They finished 21-18. Heartbreaking series loss to the Cubs. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Cubs. All were late inning one-run games. So they missed out on the wild card spot by a whisker. Tough one. They sent Denny LeMaster to the All-Star game with a 7-2 record. They had Larry Parrish leading the National League with 40 RBIs. And Larry Dierker, disappointed at 4-7 with 3.42 ERA. He has had some fantastic years with that 69 card. Aside from that, Dennis Menke is a very, very useful player. Can play second, third, and shorty at 321. He's got a good on base percentage, 421 on base. Really like that card. Jose Cruz, 298 in the 84 card. Underachieved a little bit. We might be able to go right to Jose Cruz 72 card if he has one. I know he's got one in 73, 74. Cedeno is going to be leading the offense moving forward. And they got to make some moves. Let's take a look now at the Houston Astros. So here they are. And what do they have to do? So there's this Larry Dierker card I talk so much about. You see 233 ERA in 300 innings. And he's a starter 9. So it's hard to take this guy out of a game. Really outstanding card. LeMaster was an all-star. Dennis Rasmussen will leave. Joe Niekro, who actually, guess the team he played for here. The Padres. This guy played on a lot of baseball teams, Joe Niekro. A young Ken Forsch, duly noted Womack. Sam Bito, goodbye, Joe. You were near the end of the rope. Solano, goodbye him. Goodbye, Ramirez. See you, Darrell Porter. Raider Morgan, still not on Cincinnati. He's not going to go to the Reds quite yet. Menke, and there's Jose Cruz. Great card. 312, but he didn't do that great this year. Pete O'Brien, a good one-year wonder there. And there's Larry Parrish, the all-star third baseman. So those are your 12. Now, we're going to see if any of these guys have a history going back to 72. As we've been doing. Larry Parrish, no, he's a Rookie of the Year candidate for the Expos in like 75, not Peter Bryan. Cruz, I think, came up within a St. Louis organization. He might be there in 73 or 4 or 2. We'll check that one. Darrell Porter, the same. He came up with either Milwaukee or Kansas City, but I want to say it was a little bit later than this. Not Ramirez, not Solano, and not Sambito or Rasmussen. So there you are. I don't think any of these guys are around in 72, but I will double check for Jose Cruz and Darrell Porter. So these are your Houston Astros moving forward. Like this team. They got 7 hitters and 5 pitchers. Okay. They got this guy too. He didn't play much this past year, but this Marty Martinez guy, that's a nice little stick. And look at the positions. He plays everywhere but first base. So that's incredibly useful for a team like this. And again, Menke, he can even play defense in all the infield positions. And look at the on base. Great player. I think it's time to give Bob Watson the full-time first baseman duties. All right, so that 7 is, easily slidable. You can have this Martinez guy can be your default catcher until you get one, and then if not, move him to DH. That's fine. Watson at first, Morgan at second, Raider at third. Let's move Menke at short, and you got Wynn and Cedeno. So even Martinez could play the outfield. So plenty of flexibility. I'm not really concerned about this offense. Just add a couple guys. 5-man rotation. Dirk LeMaster, an outstanding 1-2 punch. Niekro good at 3. Now Ken Forsch, it was in the bullpen last year where you can put him in the rotation. And then just Dooley Womack. So you have to build a bullpen. That's what the Astros will have to do. Build a great bullpen and add a couple more hitters, and the hitters can go in various positions. You need 2 more left-handed pitchers. You've got just one, Denny LeMaster. So, doesn't seem to be too difficult a task. Let's see what the Astros can find. Okay, these Astros teams are all hovering right around 500. So let's get right to it and see who we can get. So you have Cedeno and Wynn are there, and Don Wilson is actually on Ohio. There's Doug Rader. There's Bob Watson. Lee May is on the Cincinnati Reds. Larry Durker, there he is. George Culver is available. He's not in the league. Johnny Edwards is a catcher. He's available. Tom Griffin, he's available too. Let's see if any of these guys are. Johnny Edwards, a left-handed hitting catcher, 268, 732 OPS. That's not bad. It's not bad at all, really. I mean, we're looking at Culver. Righty reliever, he does a nice job there. Fred Gladden does a nice job. The lefties aren't particularly good, though. Dave Robertson, Jerry Royce, they're okay at best. So there's a catcher, and then I guess Jesus Alou at 312. Put him in the outfield. Let's go back to 71 now. Wilson, there's Joe Morgan. Ken Forsch, have him. Durker. Jim Ray as a pitcher, not Jim Ray Hart. Cedeno, there's Jesus Alou again. Rader. Billingham, before he was a Red. Jack Hyatt is on Portland with the team. Roger Metzger, slick fielding shortstop. If he's a 1, that would be great. I'm always into 1s at short. And Johnny Edwards isn't quite as good as he was the year before. So Metzger, if he's a slick fielding shortstop, I'll take him. He's a 1. If he's not, it's not worth it. Wade Blasingame is already in the league somewhere else. There's LeMaster again. There's Jim Ray with a 2.12 ERA. So there's a guy to your bullpen. He's right-handed. Now we're getting to the point where we're going to have 5 right-handers. We got to find some left-handers to balance it out. Jesus Alou again. Looks like the only hitter to consider. I don't like this Johnny Edwards card. I like the other one better than that. Let's go back to 70. Toy Cannon, Durker, Mankey, Rader, Morgan, Jim Ray. So yeah, definitely Jim Ray, because he's got 2 good cards to take a crack out of either one. Ron Cook. We'll look at Ron Cook and see if he's any good. Yeah, Johnny Edwards' best year is 72 in this sample size. That's what it looks like. Pitchers. Well, Ron Cook's a good lefty. He's got a 3.72 ERA. So you might want to grab them because there's not like there's any more left-handers available. We got to go back one more year now to 69, and it's going to get worse here before it gets better for the almost Colt 45s, I guess. And of course, there's Durker, Wynn, LeMaster, Morgan, Tom Griffin. He's got to have a good year. Mankey, Rader, Bleffery's already in the league, and Johnny Edwards again. Norm Miller. I don't like the Johnny Edwards card there. Nothing really going on there with the bats. I don't see it with the pitching either. There's Tom Griffin. 3.54 ERA in the rotation. I don't know when I want to lock that up or not. They don't seem to have the left-handers in their organization. They probably have to go find lefties. I think it's going to be hard for all teams to find left-handed pitching in this era because you only have 26 teams instead of 28. And if that's the case, teams may just go with one left-handed reliever and one starter. Some teams will have 2, some teams will have 3. That's what may end up just because of supply and demand. I like to make sure a team doesn't go with 0. And Major League Baseball teams did go with 0. while we're here on that subject, going a little bit off the tangent a little bit, let's look at a team. I think it's a 73 Expos. Is it these guys? Or 74? Maybe it's a 74 Expos. Yeah. So this interesting team, this would be really frustrating a team to have. The 74 Montreal Expos did not have a guy throw with his left arm on the mound. The whole team was right-handed. All of them. Every damn one. Boy, that's got to be tough to win games. They won 79-82. So there you go. Maybe the whole platoon thing is hooey. But yeah, so the 74 Expos are one example of a team that refused to use left-handed pitchers. And they won 79 games. And we'll end this video on that. Thank you for checking the videos out. We'll see you again next time.